Barbara Matthews, founder and CEO of BCMstrategy Incorporated. Barbara, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
How significant was this gathering way back in 1944? Most people I talked to that I'm doing a segment on this, and I said we're talking about Bretton Woods, they said, what? What is that about? So talk about the significance.
Well, it was incredibly significant. It was before the war actually ended, but it was clear that the Allied powers assembled in New Hampshire, and that included China, by the way. They knew which way the war was going. They knew that they would be the victors, and they knew that the framework had to be established. And that framework for the peace was unique in many respects, but the one that matters the most for the current environment that we're in is that it established a very clear multilateral system in which sovereigns, the winning sovereigns, included a system to share some sovereignty and engage together cooperatively to interact, to create interdependent economies, and to create a financial system that was truly global.
Well, is it interesting to you that it was held in New Hampshire instead of perhaps New York or Washington?
Well,
I mean, why New Hampshire?
Why New Hampshire? You know, I used to know the answer to that question, but I have forgotten it. I think that if you think about who was assembled, it was still wartime. There were security concerns. A significant security cordon had been established. If you had the foreign ministers, the finance ministers from all those Allied powers in the middle of a war, I think you wanted someplace that was going to be remote, and also they needed to talk for a fair amount of time.
What can we learn from that meeting, Barbara, that really reshaped the entire global economy?
Well, we're really fortunate that policymakers were quite transparent. Media was present. There was a newspaper on site created during the conference every day. The transcripts have recently been refound, and published. And the State Department has also published the conference proceedings. So we're very fortunate to have a lot of documentation for everything that was said in those rooms.
And how much do you think that system is being undermined by the protectionist and nationalism we see now in the United States and President Trump's America First policies?
Well, I think that every nation has always had a responsibility to its citizens to pursue its own national priorities. I think that the system is showing its age. And I think that there are a lot of tensions in the system that were not present back in 1944. It's clear the global economy has evolved. It's clear that the system needs to evolve as well.
All right, we'll leave it there. Barbara Matthews, thank you.
Thank you.